Hi, Christine Faulkner with Cava and Faulkner here in Elk Grove.
And Michelle Gibson with Keller Williams. So Christine, tell us a little bit more about probate that you talked about last week.
So probate is a court process that happens because there is no automatic way to transfer title. So probate doesn't apply to everything. It just applies to certain types of assets, which are titled assets. So generally we're thinking about real estate, of course, as well as bank accounts, brokerage accounts, stock, individual stock. So if you own a corporation, definitely the stock in your own corporation, individual bonds, those kinds of things. And the reason that probate happens is because there is no automatic way when your name is on title for that title to be transferred to another person. So I like to tell people when I'm meeting with them in my office, if you do own a home, you probably remember what it was like to be signing all of those documents at the title office, right? You were there signing away, signing. Well, your signature is your legal ability to do a lot of things. Buy property, sell property, write checks, you name it. And if you have passed away, you no longer have the ability to transfer that asset. So in a nutshell, that is why probate happens. Probate happens because a judge then has to look at who is entitled to that asset. Who, if you have a will, a judge would look at the will and determine, okay, who have you named as your beneficiaries? The bad news is if you don't have even a will in place, then you don't get to control even that. A judge will look at the state statute and determine who are your legal beneficiaries. They're called your heirs at law. And if you're married and you have kids, your assets are divided half between your spouse and half between your children. That's a huge shocker. Most people have no idea if they're married. They definitely don't want their kids getting their assets right away. They want their spouse to get their assets. So we'll talk in later videos about what probate really looks like from a cost perspective. But for today, that is just the lowdown on exactly what kinds of assets are exposed to probate and why probate happens. So I hope that's helpful, Michelle.
Very helpful. And I'm sure all our viewers feel the same way. And so we appreciate your time and we look forward to going more in depth on other topics in the coming weeks. Thanks, Christine.